Hello, everyone. I wanted to just take a quick minute with you and encourage you, hopefully. And the way in which I wanted to do that this week is just a little bit different. On Sunday, I had asked you to think back through 2020 and really spend some time thinking about the ways in which God has had mercy on your soul, because it is through the cross of Christ that mercy has triumphed over judgment in our lives. And it is through God's mercy that I know I have experienced so many blessings this year. One of the ways in which I've received God's mercy that I continue to treasure day in and day out is God's forgiveness. I know that many of you share that experience, but it is wonderful, it is amazing, and it is something that gives great peace and hope and joy. Another way in which I've experienced God's wonderful mercy this year is through the medical care I've had the privilege of receiving. And I'm very thankful for that. And I think a number of you also can be very thankful to God for the medical care which you've been able and have had the privilege to receive this year. And so I'm thankful for that. Another mercy that I've received from the Lord this year has just been the ability to reconnect with a friend, not in the way that I desired to. So there's a friend of mine from college that he and we usually get together every year. We usually spend some time together. We hang out, and he either comes to my place or I go to his. But this year, that simply was not possible for either of us. And so we were limited to Zoom. And that's something that we started up a few months ago. And boy, has God really had mercy on both of us through that. It's just been really refreshing for us to connect in a different way than what we were used to. And although we definitely want to get together and we miss not being able to do that this past year, we do look forward to being able to do that again, and we're confident that will happen. But we are also thankful for the mercy that God has given to us, that we're able to connect on Zoom at least. Another way in which God has had mercy on me is through His Word, through the Scriptures, and that is something that has come up again and again, repeatedly. One of those Psalms that I was reading recently was Psalm 3. And in Psalm 3, one of the Psalms written by King David, he writes this in verse 5. He says, "I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me." David put his trust and his hope in God, not just in a philosophical sense, but in a very real sense. He lived in times of great danger, great uncertainty, where he didn't know if he was going to wake up in the morning. He didn't know if he was going to be attacked in the middle of the night. And he put his confidence and his strength not in his own planning, not in his own wisdom, but ultimately in the Lord. And that is something that was very substantial for him and also very sustaining. And it is through God's Word that He has given me just great words of hope, words of encouragement, words that have helped me do some course correction. God has done many things for me through His Word this year. So I would encourage you to continue to think back through think back through 2020. What are the ways God has had mercy on your soul? And to really relish that, to really treasure it. He loves you deeply, and may His mercies increase and abound for you more and more as we move into 2021. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.